Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, with another episode of Magic 2015. So we're here with some more Friday Night Magic, and this week, while this looks like a mono red deck, I swear to god, this is actually a green-red Gruul Aura pump deck. So, although we have started out with the two Satyr Hoplites and a Fur of the Bittern, so no green to start off with on this particular matchup, but I swear to god there is green in this deck. But, so we're going to play the Satyr Hoplite to start off with. We've also got the Inferno Fist, so I can actually pump up two different Satyr Hoplites, one with an Inferno Fist and one with a Fur of the Bittern, and that could be potentially insane by turn 3. So what have we got here then? We've got an Elvish Visionary, so we're looking at some kind of ramp deck if they're playing Elvish Visionary. Seems to be quite a common card at the moment, seeing it quite a bit. So obviously you draw a card whenever you play it. Another Fur of the Bittern, you are kidding me. That is pure insanity. I can have a Fur of the Bittern on both of my Satyr Hoplites and an Inferno Fist on one of them. So we're going to play Fur of the Bittern on the one that can attack. So he goes up to a 4/4. As he gets pumped up, as he got the heroic, when he becomes a target of spell or ability, he gets pumped up by +1/+1 as well. So Fur of the Bittern pumps him up to a +4/+4. So this is quite an aggressive deck with quite a low mana curve. So we're looking to hit him hard, hit him fast, getting down some health. So so next turn we've got both the Fur of the Bittern and the Inferno Fist to play, and he's playing another Elvish Visionary. So we're playing a green-black-red deck. Interesting. So I wonder if this is... yeah, that's Golgari, so that's green-black, and we've also got some red in there as well. And we've got an Elixir of Immortality. Fair enough. So I said I'm going to be hitting him hard. Oh, Lightning Talons, you are joking. This is like the perfect start for this deck. So we're going to play another Fur of the Bittern. And we're also going to play an Inferno Fist on the first one. So this is going to be ridiculous. So this one goes up to a 7/5. So I have to attack with both of them, as they've both got Fur of the Bittern on them. And I think this one will be getting Lightning Talons on it as well. So he's obviously going to stop the 7 damage going through there. So next turn, that one gets pumped up by +4, so 8/15. So I don't quite have... that's a third Elvish Visionary. He's really lucky to have got all 3 of them so early on. And is he mana screwed as well, because he's only played 3 lands so far. Interesting. And we've got an Oars of Gilgate, so we've got some white splashed in there as well. That's really interesting. Oh, nice. We've got the Young Wolf that we can't play yet, because we have... what's it called? We don't have any green land down yet, so I can't play it. See, there is green in this deck, I swear to god. There's just not a lot of it. So making use of things like Aura Gnarlid and the... what's like the 3/3 creature that has hexproof? I can't remember. I literally just played a practice game with this, and it's totally gone from my head. So it's like Hexen Beast. It's not Hexen Beast, that's from Grimm, if anybody's ever watched that. Oh, I could have actually pushed that damage through there, because I've got the Inferno Fist to actually take care of something with 2 damage. So if he plays a creature this turn, I can actually get rid of it provided it's got 2 health or less. No, because Shadowborn Demon's there, so I have to sacrifice a creature. Oh, great. At least that one disappears next turn, because he doesn't have any other creatures. He's only got 3 creatures in his graveyard. And we've got another Satyr Hoplite, which we can't actually target anything with at the moment. So did that one have First Strike? I don't think it does. That was the one with First Strike, wasn't it? Yeah. So this will... so if the beginning of your upkeep, if there are fewer than 6 creature cards in your graveyard, sacrifice a creature. So that will be him at the moment. So... I think I'm just going to... oh no, I have to attack, don't I? Oh, crap. Deals damage to target creature or player. So at least I may as well do this. So players, you. There we go. At least I managed to push through 2 damage there. Because that was going to die anyway, basically. So I had to get rid of it. And then he has to sacrifice that creature now. So goodbye. Into the graveyard you go. So he's only got 1 of them, thankfully, as it is a mythic rare card, I believe. Yep, that's the word I'm looking for. So what have we got here then? Darksteel Ingots, so he gets to basically tap for any mana colour that he wants. And we've also got... oh, Brimaz, that is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So I didn't manage to push through enough damage there, thanks to the Shadowborn Demon, I believe. Oh, I'm 1 mana short from playing Burning Anger. That would be really good. For... that'd be really good if I could actually attach it to something, because I could just start pushing through damage, especially on my Satyr Hoplite. Oh, and he's got Inferno Titan, so that's probably me over and done with. This deck is... I've seen a lot of these, like, 4-colour decks recently, and they're absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. So I wasn't aggressive enough there, apparently, which is quite annoying. He just managed to get enough land down to start pushing through all these big hitters, and I didn't quite manage to push through enough damage with my Satyr Hoplites, unfortunately. So I'm screwed now. So he's got 3, 9, 10. So he's got 10 damage so far this turn. 11, sorry, because he gets another Cat Soldier. So if he can push through 3 damage at all, I am doomed in this particular match. I was looking pretty good, and then he somehow managed to pull it out of the bag somewhere with lots of big, heavy hitters. Insanity with all these different colours, but what the hell do I... Oh yeah, and he's got Inferno Titan. So yeah, that's the 3 extra damage that he needed. So that's the end of the game. Why do you even need to do that? You had already won. Silly boy. Okay, that's the end of the game number 1. So I got out-controlled. I'll see you in a sec for game number 2. Okay, guys, so here we are for game number 2. Look, we've got green, I promise. So, is this worth keeping? Yes, because we've got the Aura Gnarlid and a Lightning Talon and 3 lands, I believe. So I'm going to keep that hand. Start off with the Gilgate, just so it's on the battlefield and tapped, so we might be able to use it next turn, you never know. So what are we up against? So, Selesnya, so green-white at the moment. And there's a 4th land we need to get the Broodkeeper down as well. So we're going to play a Mountain. First there was a mountain. So I'm probably going to play creatures with power less than Aura Gnarlid's power can't block. So that's pretty good. Creatures with power less than Aura... Oh, what the hell? There we go. That was weird. So creatures with power less than Aura Gnarlid's power can't block it. Oh, block it. Yeah, I thought can't block at all. But Aura Gnarlid gets +1/+1 for each aura on the field, which is pretty sweet. So I'll probably be looking at putting Lightning Talons down on a Broodkeeper just so I get the 2/2 red dragon creature as well. Oh, and we've also got Fur of the Bittern. I did not see that. So I've got both. I've got Fur of the Bittern and Lightning Talon. So I could potentially pump up my Aura Gnarlid or pump up 2 different Broodkeepers. And we've got Elder of Laurels. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Fair enough. And we've also got 2-headed Cerberus as well. Very nice with double strike. So I could give that Lightning Talons or Fur of the Bittern this turn, just so that I can actually start pushing through some damage, which would be quite cool. I'm probably going to give it Fur of the Bittern. Actually, let me change. I'm thinking here. So I could play 2-headed Cerberus here and Fur of the Bittern, I think. Yeah, that would work out quite well this turn. Let me play Fur of the Bittern on you. So he can't actually block that. You can't counter it. You've got no mana. You just, I suppose you're just looking to see what it does. So we're obviously going to swing him with the 5/5 that he can't block, which is just pure insanity. There we go. And then we'll also play a 2-headed Cerberus, just as an extra blocker. I won't be blocking the 2/3 with it, but in case he plays anything else. So I can, at the moment, I can push through 5 damage that he can't block, which is just crazy. So this deck doesn't work out really well if you can get all your combos down, like this kind of thing. And then I'm tempted to give this Lightning Talons as well, just because it'll basically then start attacking twice. And then we've got Ceruli Guildgates. Does that mean he gets 7 health? Oh, he does as well. Bloody hell. He did have 2 or more Guildgates. Yeah, he gains 7 life. Fair enough. So I'm going to let that 2 damage go through. Don't give a crap. Skip blocking. Yeah, you can have 2 damage go through. Don't bother me. Now, so I'll play the Gruul Guildgate. And then do I play Lightning Talons on the 2-headed Cerberus, or do I play a Broodkeeper? I'm thinking Broodkeeper here, just because then I can pump it up with the Lightning Talons, and then also get myself a little flyer as well, which would be quite cool. And it gives me an extra blocker as well. There we go, so I can attack for 5 damage, push through 5. Next turn I'll be pushing through a lot more, as that will get pumped up by me putting the Lightning Talons down, as it gets pumped up by... Oh, bloody, I hope that happens. He plays something and it like glitches out. Yeah, he gets pumped up for all of the auras on the field, as you can see when that pops up. So yeah, Aura Gnarlid gets +1/+1 for each aura on the battlefield, which is pretty sweet. And as this deck does have a lot of auras, Aura Gnarlid gets pumped up quite a lot. So doubling season, interesting. So he's obviously playing tokens or tokens or counters of some description if he's running Doubling Season. So what are we actually playing in? He's got Selesnya. Is it just Selesnya? Green-white, maybe? So he's pushing through the 2-4. Interesting. Can I double block here? I don't really care, actually. I'm just going to let that go through. It's only 2 damage. He's got no other land open, so... excellent. More land. That's what I like to see. So this turn, we're going to play Lightning Talons on the Broodkeeper. We get ourselves a 6/6 Aura Gnarlid. We get a 5/3 with First Strike. And we get ourselves a lovely 2/2 creature, which we can pump up like crazy to swing at his face. So Aura Gnarlid has to attack. Broodkeeper will be attacking. I'll leave 2-headed Cerberus back in reserve. See what he does now. I was going to say, he's gonna block. He decided to block. So 6 damage goes through. Did he sacrifice that? Weird. I don't know if he could sacrifice it, or did he just die? It might have just died because of First Strike, actually. So we can just hit continue, and that's the end of my turn. So I think I've got lethal on the board for next turn. Easily got lethal on the board for next turn. So let's see what he can do this turn. If not, he's pretty much screwed, and this is how this deck was supposed to work out, with things like Broodkeeper, Aura Gnarlids, and my little dragon creatures. So what we got here then? Jade Mage, put a 1/1 green sapling creature token onto the battlefield. So we won't be able to do that until next turn. Oh, maybe we will be able to do it this turn. Okay, oh no, because it's not a tapped ability, is it? Okay, fair enough. So, so I can actually swing in for lethal here, I believe. So if we hit continue, 6... and then I should be able to pump that up for 3. And then if we... there we go. That's 11. That's easily 11. That's like... so unless he can do something absolutely crazy here... GG, yeah, GG. Woo! So this is how this deck was supposed to work. And it worked perfectly this time. So, fantastic. We're aggressive. See you in a sec for game number 3. Okay guys, so we're back for game number 3. How are we looking for this? I don't think I can get away with this. Let's draw a new hand, and I definitely can't get away with that. If I had one more land, that would be almost perfect, because I've got the Titanic Growth, the Wandering Wolf, the Lightning Talons, so fingers crossed. Oh, we're going to have to keep this. I can't go down anymore. We've gone down to 6 cards here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, oh, thank God for that. Whew! We're lucky there. We got the second Guild Gate, so at least we can get the Wandering Wolf down. And then we're just hoping for draw into one more land, and then we should be alright. So, red deck of some description? I don't know if it's goblins or not, because he hasn't played any yet. Oh, nice. Got the Satyr Hoplite, which can play this turn. Fantastic, we get something down. And then next turn we can get the Wandering Wolf down. That'll be great once we can start pumping out with Lightning Talons. As again, it's similar to Aura Gnarlid, where creatures with power less than Aura Gnarlid... oh no, not Cunning Spark Mage. At least he has to tap that. So I could do with being able to pump up my Satyr Hoplite this turn, ideally. That's not going to help. So we're going to play the Gruul Guild Gate, and then we're going to play the Wandering Wolf, and then I'm going to let him choose which one he wants to get rid of. So yeah, he's going to tap Cunning Spark Mage here, and... oh, can he get rid of both of them here? I don't know if that untaps now. If that does untap, I've lost both my creatures. Crap. I didn't realise that. Whoops-a-daisy. Well, at least I've still got my Aura Gnarlid to come down, which he can't get rid of straight away. So this is a mono-red kind of aggressive deck. Wow, this is pretty terrifying already. At least I've got my Aura Gnarlid where I can start pushing through damage with 2 lots of Lightning Talons. So I'm going to play Aura Gnarlid here. Ah, Burning Anger is a brilliant aura as well. Maybe I should have played 2-headed Cerberus there. At least it's got double strike. And Bolt of Karanos. Great! So, this is like a mono-red aggressive slash control? I don't know. But, this is not going well so far. That Cunning Spark Mage is ridiculous. I haven't seen many people play it, but apparently this guy's making it work quite well. And I'm, like, pretty much doomed here. I've got nothing, basically. I just got mana screwed 3 times, even with my 2 mulligans, which was not good. So I think we're going to have to play 2-headed Cerberus here. We've got nothing else we can do, basically. And hope that he can't kill it, which he probably can. So Cunning Spark Mage is going to tap it. Oh, he's going to tap me, fair enough. That's the end of my turn, so that gets to untap. And Bolt of Kranos. Oh, great. So lots of red here. Straight to my face and my creatures. So, yeah, I'm totally screwed here, because that's it. That's all I've got now. I can't do anything else. That was just ridiculous. I just got out aggroed there. I just couldn't get down any of my decent creatures. And that gets pumped up, so he pushes through 8 damage there. And I've got no board wipe, basically, so I've got nothing. I think this is pretty much a bust. It was pretty much a bust when, yeah, that's game. I've got nothing, so I'm going to play one more game, I think, because this went rather quickly. I'll see you in a sec for another game. Okay, so after that absolute disaster of a last game, we're going to draw a new hand there, and that's pretty much perfect. Can't ask for better there, because we've got the Satyr Hoplite, got Lightning Talons, got an Aura Gnarlid, and a Primal Hunt Beast, so yeah, that's not too bad. So yeah, that game couldn't have gone any worse. Just all my early game was just absolutely obliterated by that Cunning Spark Mage. Whoops-a-daisy, I should have played red last turn, shouldn't I, to play the Satyr Hoplite? That was a bit silly of me. Never mind, I could have pushed through one damage this turn. Never mind. I was still reeling from that mitigated disaster of the last game where he just somehow managed to out-control me with an aggressive deck. I don't know how that's even possible, but oh, look at that Titanic Growth. That's going to be fantastic. But this turn we're going to play Aura Gnarlid so we can start taking advantage of it next turn. And then push through the 1 point of damage with the Satyr Hoplite. So we're playing a blue-white deck of some description at the moment. I'm thinking of playing blue-white next week and making a mill deck. I saw an interesting build for one, which I want to try out myself, so I think that will be the deck of choice for next week. A little bit of mill. So he's played nothing so far, so this is making me feel slightly better. So I am going to play Lightning Talons this turn on my Satyr Hoplite, just to make it a 6-2? 5-2, sorry. 5-2. What am I on about? So I can attack... Ooh. There we go. We can attack for 8 damage this turn. Pretty crazy. And then next turn we've got Titanic Growth, which is even more insane. So there we go. And I will be targeting that on the Satyr Hoplite as it will get pumped up as well. So I think I've got lethal next turn. No, even without the pump up, I've got lethal. So what have we got here? Skymark Rock. So whenever Skymark Rock attacks, you may return target creature defending player controls with toughness 2 or less to its owner's hand. Fair enough. So we're going to hit continue. I'm going to attack with both creatures. Yeah, attack. And then if he blocks my Aura Gnarlid, I am going to play Titanic Growth on it. So he decided not to block, so that's the game, I think. Woo! So this is the way it's supposed to go, basically. So that was a very quick game as well. Okay, guys. So after that extremely quick game, where again things went rather well for me, the way this deck is supposed to work out, we're here with a quick look at the deck. So 4 Satyr Hoplites, very good for this deck with lots of auras and pump up spells from the green. This can take advantage of it with its heroic ability, so you play a Fur of the Bittern on it and suddenly it's a 4/4, which is just pure insanity. And then we go on to Fur of the Bittern, so very cheap aura for 1 mana, gives your creature +2/+2. Does have the downside where it has to attack each turn, but with this kind of aggressive deck you want to be attacking each turn anyway. Inferno Fist, we did see good use out of this, so you can pump your creature up +2/+2/0, and then also sacrifice this aura to deal 2 damage to a creature as well. 2-headed Cerberus, didn't really see this one pumped up by anything, but if you can give it something like Fur of the Bittern or Lightning Talons with a clear board, it's suddenly swinging in twice and dealing crazy amounts of damage. Lightning Talons, a great aura, so gives a creature +3/0 and First Strike. We did see the Broodkeeper used quite effectively in game number 2, where we managed to give it an aura and then summon the little 2/2 red dragon, which you can pump up as well. I don't think I actually got to see Burning Anger played in the end on this particular matchup, but it's great when you can give it to something with lots of power, such as like your Satyr Hoplite that's pumped up, and then you can use it to bypass like blockers and stuff like that by tapping the creature and dealing damage equal to it without having to harm your creature. To say, like, you can either pick off creatures which are tapped, or you can deal damage directly into face, which is pretty cool. Got a Wandering Wolf. I think we did play this one, but it didn't really use it to full effect. So basically using it similar to Aura Gnarlid, where if you can pump it up, it's then able to then start swinging in. If it's got the greatest power, it can swing in without being blocked. Titanic Growth, we did get to see this played. 4 of these in the deck, so you can pump up a creature +4/+4 for only 2 mana, so pretty insane. Aura Gnarlid, pretty key card to this deck, so it gets +1/+1 for every aura on the battlefield, and if it's got the highest attack power on the battlefield, it can't be blocked. Well, on your opponents, it doesn't even necessarily have to be on the battlefield. It's just if it has a greater power than your opponent's creatures, which is cool. Don't think we got to see Primal Hunt Beast. This is what I was looking for in the first game. Primal Hunt Beast is really great in this deck. If you can stick a couple of auras on it, it's suddenly immune to like every single targeted spell or ability, and it's just, it can literally just like tank. It's a big creature in the first place, 3/3, and if you stick like say a like Lightning Talons or a Fur of the Bitten on it, or a Burning Anger, something like that, it's suddenly looking great. I don't think we saw Enlarge come up at all throughout the entire series, like all 4 games, but it's a great end game if you get that far. It's basically just a lot of power, so you can push through +7/+7 and trample until end of turn. It must be blocked this turn if able. So basically it's just an insane card. It just pumps up a creature, it has trample, and it clears away lots of little creatures as well if they've got them, so because it has to be blocked. So yeah, pure insanity. So it was fairly successful, this deck. I've obviously ran into like a lot of control in the first game and then got out aggroed / controlled in the third game, but in the second and fourth games it basically showed the way this deck is supposed to be played, with lots of auras, pumping up things like Aura Gnarlid and Satyr Hoplite. So that's the deck, that's some games, that's the end of the episode. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you've enjoyed it. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.